All right, everybody, we're back. We're in a rise area right now.
What's up, guys?
Right, give us the business. What's going on here?
So here we have our boss bike. This compensator is close to failing, so we're gonna.
He was hearing some noises, some heavy vibration.
Heavy chunkage. So we're gonna replace everything inside the primary because we're in there. He's got like 50,000 miles on it, so why not?
Ready for an upgrade.
Keep it fresh, keep it tight.
Going on a long trip. Don't want to take a chance.
Going on a trip, we don't want to take a chance in the mountains with broken parts. So here we go.
What do we got here? We got a fresh main seal as well.
All seals that are fresh. We've got new clutch basket, new compensator, new spring pack,
fresh chain too.
New rotor.
Ready to go.
New stator.
Oh, he's got fancy
bolts.
We've
got everything here. We're gonna keep it all fresh inside. It'll be good to go for another 50.
Let's see. This is gonna be the moment of truth here. See if anything's broken.
Ooh, she's really on top.
Let's see, CRISPR.
We're really gonna have to beat this one off, guys. She's pretty tight.
Break for chance.
We're back. Got it off.
We're back. We got it off.
Doesn't look too bad in there from here, but better safe than sorry. I always like to say.
Primary drive setup. Getting a whole new charging system too there, right?
Getting everything, dude.
It's ready to go.
We're gonna keep it fresh for him.
Oh, this is all standard Harley stuff.
This
Nothing
is
crazy.
all regular stuff. He likes to keep it simple. This man is a big believer in Harley-Davidson simplicity.
He does take care of the old girl though.
He's a good man for that.
Probably why it lasted so long, eh?
Gotta be a clue, huh? Gotta stay up on those services. Got to. Gotta do that. If you don't, it could be a problem for you in the future.
So, big guns out. Damn. Some heavy torque on that.
Heavy torque on the old girl.
Now reverse threads on this guy. Nice righty-loosey.
Righty-loosey is how I like to say it.
Don't forget. Here we go.
Looking good so far.
Nothing too bad yet. Looks like she was getting worn out a little bit, for sure.
She's getting shiny. She's getting polished.
So all in all, not terrible.
Not terrible, but we want to keep it not terrible. We don't want it to break.
Keeps his bike fresh, doesn't want to take a chance.
Let's keep it from breaking.
New part's gonna go in. Looking good so far. Alright. Got all our components out. Removing the inner primary.
The inner primary, we gotta take the starter out too.
Loosen up that starter. See the upgraded stator here, or the updated I should say. See the difference in the holes. Probably allow for more cooling this way. That's just Harley-Davidson updating stuff. Loosening up.
It's fucking nice.
Ketchup on French fries?
Nice.
Get that Star Tour motor out. Bam. We're rocking and rolling along here.
We're moving along in sequence.
That's what she looks like, no primary on. Nick came through. Supervise.
Boss man's bike. Good boss man's bike, Alden.
Gotta be careful on the old fingers on this one.
Gotta be careful here.
Heavy magnets on that.
Heavy.
She polluted?
No, there is a tool here. We
Misplaced it at the moment.
misplaced. Need me a puller. Got it.
Old stator removed. Rotor.
Pretty good.
Rotor, I should say. There's a stator. Those little magnets travel around at a high rate of speed, charging your battery. We'll say for 50K, everything looks pretty alright.
Looks pretty good for me.
Looks like we might have a little bit of a problem there, but
Leakage?
maybe not.
Well, don't even worry about it, because we got the
Refreshing
seal
it up.
right here.
Freshen it up. Bam.
Bam. I like to say bam-a-lam.
Get that out of there. It's always a bit of a tough time here.
Always a bit of a tough time. Always a bit of a bear. We're needing a screwdriver.
Taking those
We
wires
all come
out.
back, we all gonna be wearing
Bam.
different clothes and shit. Alright, gotta get the Stator.
Alright.
All broken down for the most part.
You can measure the situation? From this side, can you do that? What?
We're good. Let's throw it all back together now.
Now to go back together.
I need a coffee first, though, Kyle. I don't know about you. I'm getting a little thirsty and tired.
Let's do a coffee break.
Doing a lot of hurricane prep last night.
Break for 5. It
Hurricane
is,
prep last night.
South Florida, we do have a hurricane coming. It's opening the doors on its own right now.
Crazy wind out here. But, you know, we're still here grinding because we're here for you.
Stay
here
safe,
for-
guys. All right, guys, we're back. Took a small coffee break to
Morning.
just re-energize here. So we got all of our things apart.
Tear things apart.
Changing out a shift shaft.
Little
you'll notice.
shift shaft seal leak. No big deal.
Small leakage.
Not a problem, I'd say. So we're going to go in there and just fix that, too, while we're here. Might as well, you know.
I'd say pretty reasonable.
I'm saying, what's a bam-a-lam? And put that on there.
Bam. Seal out.
Seal out.
You can see how tiny that little seal is there, but
Clean it up in there.
Oh, that came out a lot easier than mine.
Get the new seal. Get the
Reinstall.
new seal. Here it belongs.
all right, we're driving in a new seal here.
New seal in,
Bam, in.
inside of me.
If you're doing this on your own, you gotta be careful with that.
Gotta be careful with that. Clean off your little washer.
Make sure everything's clean, proper.
Proper. Chris Brew's bike. He's 56.
Had a birthday recently.
Good guy for being 56.
He is 56.
Good age at 56.
Bike's got about like 56,000 miles.
True.
Pretty good for 56, honestly.
Let's see. Here we go. Got a little washer on there. Don't forget that. Can't forget.
Couple of grooves that this thing can sit in. You want to push it all the way on though.
Tiny, tiny little snap ring. Not the easiest to maneuver.
We're in.
That's how you know you're locked in.
That's how you know you have lockage.
Small little land, if you will.
Double check. Make sure we're all the way inside. We're good.
Because it's going to be can't really get to that if you put her back together.
Can't. You can't.
It'll be a horrible time. Also, quick tech tip, got to make sure that's lined up right.
You got to put it back in the same direction that it had. You don't want these customers to be upset.
No.
This guy gets real upset about everything.
Oh, Chris
so
Brew, forget
you
about
gotta
it.
be careful with this guy. He's a real stickler.
Nick's doing a detail over there as well. Got to make sure you got the angle right.
Get that on there, huh? Get that on there. Take your screw, go inside of the hole. Tighten.
Yeah, if you don't put that on the right groove where she was, she will not shift good.
She's gonna be a problem.
You're gonna have cans.
Pretty much aligns it good with that little area right there.
Just get a good area on it.
That screw.
Some can even take a little marker and
Bam.
throw
Quick
it on there.
tech tip for you.
Tech Tip Tuesday.
Well, things are going back together pretty swell.
Pretty swell. Good, good, good. Let's get some new gaskets available, huh?
All right, new stator going in.
New Stator.
Lubricated the rubber there.
Just to keep her fresh. You
don't
know?
want
You
that to
wanna-
get torn.
You don't want to rip your rubber.
Just make sure everything's smooth. Very important seal there.
This guy out of here. We don't need him. You want to give it a push and a pull at the same time. And then make sure that she's fully seated on the outboard side.
You can see a little.
You can see a little mushroom friend, okay?
You want that outside.
You want to have an outboard side.
Perfect.
Perfect. I like to call that perfect.
Now we got to put in those tiny little screws.
Men.
We'll be grooving pretty soon.
Dude, this is a great job to do.
Chris Brew loves blue. If you haven't noticed yet.
Huge fan of the blue.
Big blue guy.
Loves blue. I can't blame him. Blue's great.
All right, we have the stator and rotor on.
Push these little guys into the case. Fresh seal. Fresh seal for the
very
man.
fancy gasket we got going on. Let me see if I can come to this side. We can check that out.
Check that out. Why don't you give this a check out for me?
So we have little push-ins.
You like that?
That's a good seal right there.
Thank you.
He's gonna be dry.
Plug in the Stator.
Goes right into your regulator.
That's correct, Kyle.
So she could charge.
This is part of the charging scenario. Push a little.
Little lock.
Locked in now.
Ready to
We'll
go.
get a new zip tie for that, so it can be excellent and good. Excellent and good, I like to say.
Bam.
Bam. Now we're gonna get the.
Things are looking well. All right, now. This is the back of the inner primary. You usually would not see this,
You wouldn't see this usually.
but we
This
got
is
a
something for you.
good seal going in right here. There's
Good
your
seal.
bearing.
Now, you need a little lubrication to make this seal go in.
Oh, where can we find that?
Oh, well, Kyle, I'm glad you asked. A little tech tip for you.
Oil. Plenty good enough.
Good. Just enough.
Never want to put a seal in too dry.
No.
You just don't want to rip it up.
You don't want to rip up her seal. Just run a little along the outside of her.
All good. Not too scary.
Clean the inside bore. You're going to place it.
That's an important seal right there. Cannot have that leaking for you.
No. Now you're just going to tap around edges.
Very light, so you don't have to go crazy.
When you hear that loud sound, she's inside.
She sits just flush.
Just flush on top.
Bam. How-to.
How-to videos.
Around on this side.
Back around on this side.
Did he get you new screws? New sealing screws?
I have new sealing screws for my sealing. Get that on there.
Bam.
Push it on. Give it a little wiggle if you have to. Give it a little wiggle if you have to. Move it around. The starter sitting in there correctly. Boom.
You don't just want to shove it on random.
You don't want to. You don't want to. You can, but you don't want to.
So our new seal we just showed you, that sits right in there.
We have new screws for you as well.
Let's check out those screws. They got a little sealing on the back.
Little O-ring.
And check that out.
That's how we like to do it.
That's why our newer Harleys are pretty dry. Should not be leaking. Damn. Close those down. Basically back together pretty soon.
Pretty soon. Now we're not fully seated on yet, so we're gonna give her a little tap.
Bam.
We're on. Now let's run these guys in.
Just running them down at the moment there.
Running them down just so we can save a little time.
Bam, just so they now we
Take
hit
our
it.
torque procedure bar.
Now we hit it with the bar.
We set it to the right diameter.
Torquing these down to, what'd you say, Rad? 28?
28.
Always check your sequence, your torque poundage. Bam.
You would say that this is the correct way.
Bam. I would say that primary is going to be dry.
How do you like me?
Looking good.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Just continuing right along here.
Moving right along. Need to get my lubrication.
New rotor, new stator, new extension. All right, everybody, if you didn't catch that, we got red Loctite on that one.
Gonna run it in.
That one gets torqued 70 to 80. We got a fresh, brand new bolt on this one because it's got a lock patch on there.
So what we're gonna do with that lock patch, we're gonna run it in, we're gonna run it out, and then we're gonna run it back in.
Don't want things getting bound up in there. Then we hit it with the torque.
I need my locking syndrome.
Put our special tool in to lock up the primary so she don't spin on us.
Move things out of the way, because if you slip, you die.
Some heavy torque on that front bolt. We got 175 roughly, approximately. Bam.
Not there yet.
Boom. Heard that?
That's what I call torque.
Now that's important because it's going to set your end plate on your camshaft.
You want to have that.
Don't want that coming loose at all. So that one was 175, 170, this one's 80. Camera's on 8%. I think we got it though.
We got this. I'm not worried about it.
Stay with us, guys. Don't
Stay
die
with
on
us. Don't die on me here.
Boom. Hey, that's good to go.
Look right there. Now we've got this that I gotta cut.
All right. Have our chain tensioner in
Got a
there.
new McGillicuddy in there.
All fresh. Gotta check this plastic shoe right there. It'll get worn out, but we got a fresh one here for Chris. Put our little alignment dowels in there. Oh boy, camera's on 6.
6%.
We're running low, but it's all right. Get this finished up in no time, I'd say.
I'd have no time.
Clean up that cover for, make it fresh. And boom. Put some,
I'm pretty much ready to rock and roll here,
put
guys.
some screws on that thing, torque it down, and be back to
Day and a
business.
half.
Not terrible. Looking pretty good. Check back with you guys when we're done. All right, Nick, how'd you come out, bro?
I'll get a lot better than before. I'll check this out.
Had a scratch on the other side too.
A little bit better. Can't make her perfect, but better than before.
Guys, just took a small break, charged the camera for a second. Got this chrome front end we were putting together here. Guy had a fork leak. Decided to upgrade while we're here, fixing the rebuilding the fluid and the seals and stuff like that. So got it all chromed up, and I think Rye's done. We're gonna go check it out. Rye, what's going on? Are we all finished?
Oh, hey, Ty, I didn't see you there.
So what
Just finishing up.
What we missed was we attached our starter, filled her back up with fluid.
We're ready for a startup test run.
Ready for the initial startup test. Here we go. Oh, look at those gauges that are
Also blue for Chris
friend
Brew.
Chris enjoys.
Let's
see
get
it.
ourselves a nooch here.
Chris bolts.
Quiet as church mouse. you would
I'd say it sounds nice and quiet. No more knocking, no more clatter. There you go.
Sammy Marvin's on the phone.
Hold off
Thanks
for a
for
second.
calling in, but we're not taking calls.
Bam.
Where'd you go?
She's done. Guys, there it was. What year is Chris bikes here? 2019, 2018? I think it's a 2019 too. 2019 Road Glide FLTR XS something. He's a special. All blued out. Repaired his compensator and his whole primary, really.
Ready to go on a trip now.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little how-to from us.
Stay hard.
Stay tuned. Later.
Later.